Hey friends, so this video is a special after Christmas holiday trip with Trent's side of the family. We spent some time over in Georgia at Helen, Dahlonega, I don't know how you say that, Sautee, maybe, I'm not how you say that. So you're just gonna see some of the fun things that we did. It's just really for our memory. So hope you enjoy it, and remember to subscribe because I'm gonna be doing lots of things starting in January, lots of things on the calendar. So we actually went here for the very first time on our honeymoon, and we've been married 30 years in July, so it has been a long time. And at that time, it was just kind of downtown in this small little house. Not a whole lot to it, but boy, have they really upped their game. There is so many different displays. It's a beautiful place. They've just done a really great job keeping this going. However, Caroline did say it felt like she was back in the 90s. I don't know. She got 90s vibes.
It's a baby Sasquatch.
I see it. We need some coffee, hot chocolate.
Getting tired. But it's okay.
So this was actually one of my favorite stops on the whole trip. It just had such charm to it. It was such a peaceful place, and you really could just feel like you were just going back in time. When I walked in there, I just felt like somebody just gave me a big hug. It was just the sweetest place. They were cooking some different things. It smelled so good. We got several little gift items while we were in there. It was beautiful. Definitely one of the highlights for me. So this thrift store was across the street from the mill, 3 stories. You really could spend the entire day in there if you wanted to. So much to see. We did give it a pretty good little tour. We didn't spend hours in there, but we definitely wanted to check it out. This was one of the cutest little things to me. It's a shotgun wedding statue. I thought that was so funny. After going in there, of course, we were starving, so then we decided it was time for lunch. And this was the Troll Tavern in downtown Helen, which was delicious. We really enjoyed that. And then the weather really turned out to be nice after we got going. And we spent most of this day just going from shop to shop and looking at all the things in the little town center area out there. It was a lot of fun. We did a lot of walking, and we were still there at night, so we were able to see all the lights. I'm sure they're getting ready to take those things down, but we got to see the last little bit. It ended up being a beautiful day, and we were exhausted by the time we got back to the cabin. So on this day, we visited this Hardman Farm historic site. It was really close to where we were, and we'd seen it when we passed by several times, and this was the prettiest day that we had, so it was a great day for this. We always enjoy a little history when we're on some of these trips, and there was a lot of history in this particular area. We kind of went through and just kind of read about some of the different owners and how the farm and the home had developed over the years. Of course, you know, every little place like that has a gift shop, and this one was really cute, so we did that first. And then we just spent the rest of the time there just touring. We didn't get to go in the mansion, but we did get to go to it and look in the windows, and then all the outbuildings were open, so we did get to see some of those. But what a beautiful place. It's just fun to imagine what life was like for the families that lived here, and it also just amazing at how innovative they were and the things that they came up with to make it work. Of course, you have to take advantage of beautiful opportunities for pictures like this, and the girls had a good time. I guess they did, taking some pictures. And y'all, the views were just amazing, and I'm sure before this busy highway was there, it was a sight to behold. I just can't even imagine that being what you wake up to every morning. But it is just a beautiful place, and if you are ever in this area, be sure to check it out. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Another big highlight for me on the trip was this tour. So this was the back of the dairy farm, and you know, we had already been in it and kind of seen most of it, but when you saw it from this side, it just looked so massive and so beautiful, and that little creek that just ran right in front of it. This little chapel was part of I believe, the farm itself. It is still an active church. It's a little Baptist church. I had seen it several times when we passed by and thought it was just adorable. So I was so happy that it was actually part of the tour and we got to go in and see it. And of course they had it decorated all for Christmas, and it was just as cute as it could be. And what a beautiful little chapel this would be for a wedding. It was just so pretty. I loved it. this was a little general store beside the place that we went to for lunch. And they had all this candy. You bag it up and have a pound for $8. So lots of taffy. So, of course, we decided that would be good to try. So we spent quite a bit of time in here, too. Just so many unique little stores and places to check out. They just all have their own little individual personality and all just so cute. So this was our last stop of the day and pretty much for the trip. We had a few other little things, but not gonna lie, we were all really tired by this point. These peppy people waiting for the tour. We're all just so full of energy. We need to go get one of those Red Bulls.
I don't know how much it's worth, but maybe you can sell something.
Are you trying to talk like the miner? Because that's what you sound like.
They're rubbing off on me.
You got two? How many did you get?
I got one.
I got one. Me and you the only one.